months? Almost 2 years. Hello? This is crazy. Today we are going to solve a murder together. And the way it's going to work is I have a couple of key suspects that I've brought together to help solve the murder of poor Tommy. No, Tommy has been killed. So I have brought some key suspects together to help us solve the murder and see if the murderer will run free or if the murderer will be caught and brought to justice. This is called Murder on the Grill. In a moment, but not yet, I'm going to give us and show and introduce everybody and let the chat know a little bit about how it's going to work. Ziggles, if you are here, maybe you can help me stop it right now. Today is a 1950s inspired gathering. We are basically at a 1950s barbecue here to discover the way it's going to work in a moment. I'm going to share a little bit about the rules so that everybody in chat can get an idea of We are going to get a moment to introduce ourselves, and then I'm also going to DM everybody their character role sheets. So very exciting stuff. So rule number 1, there are going to be 3 rounds. At the end of rounds 1 and 2, Dazzling Dan, our narrator, is going to help us sum up what we've learned. And then once everybody has revealed the necessary information, the round will end and we will enter a period of improv. There are going to be 3 sections of dialogues where chat will get to know everybody, all of the characters, those on screen and those off screen. And chat will be able to help us at the end of each round run a prediction to see who is the most sus. In the middle of each round, there will be key moments where certain characters might get a little DM. If they do get a DM, that DM may be a clue that they can choose to reveal to the party or not. So keep in mind that some clues, you'll have to reveal all the information. Some clues, you'll only have to reveal some, but you will have to reveal that you did get a clue of some kind. Your opinion about who the murderer is must be saved until the end of round. So all of the people who are playing the game have to wait till the end of round 3 to officially say who they think it is, but they are allowed to lay sus on everybody else. Now going to enter the time to read to everybody, our characters, what the world sees is what we are going to reveal to the party. I am going to begin, and I'm going to begin. I'm so sorry, I'm so nervous. I'm gonna begin with my character just so everyone can get an idea of who I am and what I bring to the table. So hi everyone, I'm Peggy Sue. I write a gossip column for the local Kansas City Tribune under the name Runaround Sue. Makes pretty much sense with who I am. It's my job to keep track of all the celebrities coming to town and write about them, you know, rumors and everything. Who's sleeping with who you got to know, who got that new part in the movie over everyone else and stuff like that. I'm a very persistent lady and usually get to the truth about people, so everybody better be watching out. So I was invited to Tom Dooley's cookout, the cookout where we all are right now, but due to a pressing matter that I had to do, I arrived a little later, and everyone seemed to notice me arriving just a little bit later, especially because I am loud and proud, and everyone seems to know where I am at all times. I've offered to stay with the group to help investigate and use my investigating talents, but as Tommy's body was being loaded into the ambulance, that's about the time that I arrived, and I took out my notebook and I got ready to take some notes. So wants to go.
Peggy Sue.
Peggy Sue.
Howdy.
Now, is there which other fine gentleman or lady man want to go next? Any ladies in the chat?
Next. Yeah, my name is Bobby Q. I bought the house next door to Tom after I divorced Norton. Norton was a real creep, but he had lots of money. So with my alimony, of which I deserved every dollar, I've been able to live comfortably without getting a job. It's very lonely though. No one wants to have a divorced woman at their couples parties, so I don't get invited out. Like I'm going to steal somebody else's husband. Yeah, right. Don't get me wrong. I would remarry if the right man came, but he'd have to be someone special, like Tom.
I really don't need to introduce myself. I have the number 3 on the music charts, a little ditty I personally wrote called Twistin' Baby. It's also started the number 1 dance craze in America. Everyone's heard of me, Chubby Cheddar. I'm originally from Kansas City, but I make my home in the Big Apple now, where I record songs under the Toontime label. Tom Dooley has been my best friend since we were kids. We grew up hanging around in the pool hall together. I'm sure gonna miss his sorry hide.
My name's Sierra Diamond. Tom Dooley's Beyonce. We were planning to marry here, but Tom's death has changed all that now, and I can't believe he's been murdered. I recently won the Miss Kansas City beauty pageant. and I'm about to compete in the Missouri State competition. My twin sister, Hope, is so envious that we look the same, but she is a lot smarter than me. Now I can finally show her I'm somebody too. Just before I became engaged, Tom offered me a fabulous contract to promote his car dealership. I won the state beauty pageant. Everything going so nice. Too bad then.
Bless your heart, girl. Bless your heart.
I can introduce myself next. Hi, my name is Bobby Socks, and I am Tom Dooley's half-sister. Last year, I won the National Hula Hoop Championship. As the winner, I got to appear on lots of really neat TV shows. The Tonight Show with Jack Parr and The Lucy Show. Since then, it's been my dream to move to Hollywood and become an actress like Doris Day. Tom is 15 years older than me. His father died before I was born, and his mom got married again a few years later to my dad. I was born shortly after. When I was 10, both my parents were killed in a tragic accident, and Tom raised me. We were all we had in this world to each other. It's nice to meet you, everybody.
This is just
Nice
getting
to meet
more
you.
tragic and more tragic as we
I'm
keep
so
going.
sorry.
So sorry for your loss.
Well, it's nice to meet you guys. I gotta say, Peggy Sue, you look as pretty as a peach. I am Johnny Angel. I was born and raised on a farm not far from Kansas City. I'm a mechanic, the best. Nobody knows more about Chevy engines than me. I worked for Tom Dooley at Honest Tom's car dealership, and let me tell you, there are no dissatisfied customers in my repair shop. Bobby's my girl. I'll take good care of her now that her brother is. Bobby, honey, you don't have to worry your pretty little head about nothing. Johnny Angel.
Wow, this is very informative, if I do say so myself.
Wow, my name is Ivan Spudnik. I defected from Russia and came to America 18 months ago. My English is getting gooder, as they say. I moved to Kansas City because I read about it in the book I bought in St. Petersburg at the black market. And Kansas City sounded like a perfect place. Blue skies, potato fields, friendly people, and no KGB. My new home is just like I hoped it would be, and I like it much. In Russia, I was a smart man. I went to Harvard in the United States. In Russia, they made me a rocket scientist, but now I am not. I am now a potato farmer. But my neighbor Tom Dooley hired me to come up from schematics for his new engine for his new hot rod he was building.
Wow, we got some world travelers up in here. Before we continue on right now, I just want to know if everybody received a direct message other than Bobby Q. Everyone but Bobby Q, did you receive a direct message from the narrator, Queen Bee?
Yes.
That I did.
Yes,
I can confirm I did
in
not
my
receive
mailbox.
that.
Oh, bye. And Ivan, did you get my DM as well? Oh, Ivan? Ivan? Jasky? I do believe.
Another murder.
Oh no! This is disappearing.
I don't know how safe I feel being here if this is the way that it's gonna go. All right, everybody has read their introduction. Now what we're gonna do is, if everyone could listen to the chat for a second, I'm going to attempt to play the next part of our narration by our dear Dazzling Dan, who can give us more information on what we know about the murders so far. I'm gonna start playing, and then I would like everyone to know if you can hear it.
Hey there, guys and dolls. This is Dazzling Dan, the Music Man, coming to you from the most happening place in the Midwest, Kansas City, Missouri. It's a hot day in July 1959, and a great time to be alive. Hula hoops, hot rods, rock and roll. America, we love you. I'm broadcasting from the posh home of Kansas City car dealer Tom Dooley. He's invited a few friends and neighbors over for a backyard cookout and rock and roll party. I'm here to handle the vinyl and spin the 45s. You all came here to have some good rockin' and enjoy Tom's fabulous cooking. As you know, Tom owns the coolest car dealership in town, Honest Tom's. And when he's not dealing wheels, he's at home doing the other thing he does best, flaming a hot charcoal grill. Tom's a master at the cookout. At least he was until today. I'm sorry to report someone iced him today. That's right, poor Tom Dooley took it in the chest with, give me a break, a barbecue fork. The fork pierced his heart, and he bled to death very quickly. Here's the scary part. One of you did it. Yeah, I know, very uncool. Chronologically, here's how it went. The party was just getting jumping, and suddenly a thunderstorm came out of nowhere. You all ran indoors to get out of the rain, but Tom stayed out at the charcoal grill tending the meat. The storm blew over after about 15 minutes. When you all came back, there Tom was, lying down on the job, beside his grill, with a barbecue fork sticking out of his chest. Oh man, that must have hurt. The ambulance came. The cops came. The neighbors gawk. It's been a zoo for the past couple of hours. But everybody's gone now, except for you folks, Tom's friends and family. The local police chief has asked you to stay here at Tom's until their investigation is complete. The detective in charge will be back shortly. So here's what I want you to do in the meantime. Who's got the answer to this mystery? The cold-hearted murderer has to be one of you. There was nobody else around during that thunderstorm, believe me. So get your heads together and solve this thing. Do it before the cops get back. Then we can get on with the party. By the way, did I tell you I'm available for wakes and weddings? Dazzlin' Dan the Music Man. Oh yeah, before I sign off, why don't you all introduce yourselves and let everyone know who you are.
All right. Can we just give a nice little round of applause for Dazzlin' Dan? Dazzlin' Dan,
Yes.
everybody.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dazzling Dan.
We just learned a lot about everything. I do want to let everyone know right now that I did come to the party at the time where the ambulance was. So I just want to point out there that Peggy Sue was coming around at that point. So in a moment, what we're going to do right now is we are going to read first dialogue. At the end of the dialogue, we're going to have a moment of improv to be able to go through the facts that we now know and see if the person gets their first clue. All right, everybody. Let's start our first dialogue with Barbecue. But first, does everyone have their document up in front of them?
Yeah.
Right, Barbecue, whenever you're ready, girl. Whenever you're ready, doll.
Well, at least the police have left us alone for a while. Though I do love. So, Johnny, why'd you kill?
Hey, that'll be the day I've got grease under my fingernails, Bobby. But my hands are clean. Though I ain't so sure about the Russian rocket man.
I leave Mother Russia to start a new life in America. Hamburgers and rock and roll. Not killing. To me, it is a little sister who looks all shook up. Yeah.
Dare you? I loved my brother. He was like a brother to me. Everything was peachy keen until Barbecue wiggled her way into the picture.
Don't you play sweet little 16 with me, honey. Underneath a phony pout, you're nothing but a little gold digger.
Things just keep a twisting and a twist. Now, I've been observing Miss Kansas City over here. Tiara looks like a pretty woman, but maybe she's really a devil in disguise. You know what I mean.
Don't be cruel, Chubby. Everyone knows I would have done anything for my Tom. Anything. But you, Mr. Big Shot Singer, would stop at nothing to get to the top. Even cold-blooded murder.
Tiara, baby, you are not going to win Miss Reality today with that attitude.
You have anything to say?
My fiance's dead, and you think that's my future we're talking about?
Oh, did I give Tiara? Do you have anything else to say based on?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, but she's really doing the crying. She's really building up to the line.
I'd rather lose a beauty pageant than be a grease monkey, Johnny. You're no angel. You hated my Tom. You all did.
I got a real creepy feeling about Ivan the Rusky over here. Artists like myself get kind of a sixth sense.
Frankly, I don't think the word artist and chubby cheddar belong in the same sentence. Although Twistin' Baby really is a neat song.
I know what you think. The police will be back soon to continue the investigation. So now you should ask each other questions and try to find the killer ourselves, yes? Okay, I will start.
Right. So now everyone's going to get a minute to look at their round one information. And there are some things that we all have to do. So I'm going to give everyone a second to be able to do that. And just as we're doing this as well, if you could privately DM me if it says you need a clue. It looks like my thing is not letting me know who gets the first clue. When everyone is ready to start their questioning, let me know.
I'm good.